Well, here we go. After a lot of issues, we are now finally able to watch this game. I'm Sparky.
And I'm Noe.
Well, thank you for joining, Noe. Great series that you guys just came off of. A lot of hard-fought battles in that one. But now it's a do-or-die situation for both of these teams. WCU is 3-1. GFU is 2-1. Or 2-2. Western Colorado in this scenario. They have to win out. Great goal from Thing there.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened.
We both fully missed that. Great flick from Bunla. Shrigg missing, and there it is.
Awkward.
Just a good team play from WCU and awkward saving for GFU. So,
and that's big for Thing since he was the one who's having most issues most recently.
He was the one having all of the issues. Let's just say that much.
Yep.
But no, as I was saying though, this is a big win. Or this is a very necessary win for WCU tonight. The only way that they can guarantee playoffs right now is if they win out. They can put themselves in a good position to make it tonight. But they lost to Montana, who is currently, I believe, in 5th rank. GFU is in 4th. And then on top of that, they have to beat they still have yet to play New Mexico State, who is seed number 2. And University of Anchorage, Alaska, who is tomorrow night at seed number 1, undefeated so far this season.
I mean, yeah, just a bunch of tough competition coming up, and this is the easier matchup as of the 3 left remaining for them. So,
well, in terms of standings, yes, but I'm not going to necessarily say anything's been easy at all this semester for any team that we've seen. Everything's been a hard-fought battle, regardless of win or loss. So, at the end of the day, it just comes down to who can play in the moment a lot better. And right now, at this very, very short point in time with one instance to go off of, it's the Mountaineers tonight.
I mean, yeah. And I know these guys have been grinding, especially Bunla. I think he's GC2 now, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean, start of the season, he was, I think, sitting down at Champ 3.
Yeah.
Like Champ 3, Div 1 or Div 2, so huge D rank from last season. But now sitting up at that GC2 territory, amazing for him, and his team is just playing wonderfully together.
And a good save by Bunla.
Yeah, Bunla, I mean, he's been on top of it every week for this team. Even on the weeks that he's not, though, he does have his team that he can rely on. And this squad, I mean, there is something to say about this set of 3 with the integrity and the sportsmanship they have by asking to get promoted divisions because it was going to be too easy where they were at. And we can see why there, as there's a chip from Thing over to Snowflake.
And yeah, just nice positioning and good placement on the shot.
Off the tires too, a nice little soft touch to throw him off. And you can see that, I mean, Snorlax and who I think it was Sredna.
Someone.
Yeah. But I do have some information on these 3 as not only has Western played these 3 before, it was myself.
Yeah.
I've faced these guys twice before. One time we beat them, the other time they beat us, and they beat us in a 3-2 series. So if there's ever a motivating factor for this Crimson team tonight, which they might need after that beautiful passing play from GFU, Snorlax to Big Shrigg, it might be that you can't be letting us, the team that was not as high as you guys, beating this squad. But I did look into it earlier today. Big Shrigg, Sredna, Snorlax, they've been grinding. They've been playing a lot and looking to find a way to finish out strong in their, I think that this is their senior year playing together. And now they're all sitting around that Champ 2, Champ 3 range.
And yeah, like 4 years of experience, I assume. Like that should be big in like these close game scenarios when you have to trust your teammates and stuff.
Oh, and a misflip from Thing there.
Yeah, just a little bit awkward positioning at the moment, but I think WCU has the boost advantage and currently have the control at the moment.
Well, a big benefit for the Mountaineers tonight is they're not playing at 9 or 9:30, something that's happened twice this season. The 9 p.m. was their first one in this division. Oh, great chance for Snowflake there off of the pass from Bunla. But the other time was the 9:30. That was just the other week. Oh, my God. Snowflake coming in big there with the defensive save. I mean, sometimes the best saves to make are the ones that look like they're going to own goal because it forces the other team to back off. Oh my gosh.
That was going in.
That should have gone in, with all respects to the Mountaineers here. And we are Mountaineer fans on our side, but that should have been a sure goal for GFU, but it's not. And now the Mountaineers get a chance to counter that.
Yep, just need to get the ball out of the half and keep the pressure on right now. Just a minute left, and don't want to be too risky at the moment.
Yeah. Oh my God! What a contest from Thing, but it just goes off the post.
Yeah, not the best bounce.
No, that's not what you want to see. You'd love to see that go post in with him going low on boost. That was almost an own goal from Snowflake. I saw what he was going for with that back pass to Thing, and thankfully Thing was up to that close quarters defense.
Yeah, just can't be too panicked at the moment. You have the lead, and just 30 seconds left to keep the ball out of your net.
Play smart and play confident. That's got to be the motto of the Mountaineers tonight. They've already proven that they belong in this division. Now it's time to show that they deserve playoffs. If they win this, they don't guarantee it, but they put themselves in a great position to.
Yep, I think 4 wins after this if they do win.
If they win one more series, if they win this one tonight, they're already at 3-1. They would be put at 4-1, which isn't enough to guarantee.
Yeah.
Everything so far has been super close in competition. And now GFU looking to try and keep it up. Thing trying to find one to put away at the end, and it will touch down for the Mountaineers. Woo!
This is a strong start. Feels like they had control of the whole game. And
yeah, our overlays tonight are not doing us any favors. A lot of technical issues here on our side tonight, but that is A-okay. We're going to let this go.
Oh, you're not even...
It just transferred over to that, so... Yeah, he's just double-checking the stream there. Thank you very much, Noe, but... I'm going to make sure that the stream info is updated correct. I've already readied, so we'll see what happens now, but Game 1 goes in favor of the Mountaineers. They, like I said, so the stakes of this one is there's 3 ways that the Mountaineers make playoffs. I've labbed this out. I took some time today, looked at it. Yeah. So obviously, if they win out, that puts them tied for first, and because it's a tie against a team that they would already be, or that they would be 1-1 against, or that they have won against in a head-to-head, which would be winning tomorrow night, that would put them at first going into playoffs. The second scenario is they beat GFU and New Mexico State and lose tomorrow night, or they win 2 of 3. But that means that Grizz must lose to either Sac State or University of Anchorage, Alaska. And then the last one, the third scenario, is they only beat 1 of the 3 remaining. But it would have to be tonight that they win that.
I mean, yeah. And it's every win they can get helps them a lot.
Any win helps going into playoffs. And tonight, I mean, every scenario, though, that I found mandates Western beating GFU, and it's going to happen like that.
I looked away for a second again, and the ball just in no net. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, just a great 50 from Bunla, but 50s go either way, so that one's just in the air, and that one landed in favor of WCU. Now with another chance to get a quick kickoff goal, but Big Shrigg is back there to defend it for George Fox.
Yep, and just the pressure. WCU just keeping up the pressure on the whole series so far, which is good.
But this is something that I was waiting to see from GFU. I remember them being a very physical team in these games where they make contact with one another, or they make sure that when they go down, they start to play the bump game. They look for more demos. They'll even go out of rotation patterns to get demos just to get a little bit of momentum in their favor. But it doesn't matter there.
Very good shot. Zero boost 2.
Amazing placement from Bunla, but a great pass from Thing to find that location off the far sidewall to beat that last defender for Bunla to have what is effectively just the freest net he'll ever see.
Yep. And yeah, just a free net, and Bunla's good enough to make those every single time.
I won't quite say that because he's missed quite a few of them so far this season, but
that's pretty open. It's hard to miss that one.
I mean, the open nets that are like the walk-ups are the ones that he's missed. Like, those are the hardest ones to score in Rocket League, though.
Yeah, I agree. But, all WCU has to do now is just don't get too aggressive. They have a good lead. It's always nice to build up on it, though.
I think that the best thing for the Mountaineers here would be keep up the offensive pressure they've already found so far tonight. Keep everything going. Make sure they get the momentum swing they need and stick with it. Which we almost see there from what was almost a great shot and then almost an even better double touch from Thing. But it is cleared by George Fox. Man, The Mountaineers are just everywhere right now. It feels like they're almost playing a 4-on-3 in Game 2 of this series.
Yeah, I mean, GFU just can't do anything at the moment. This pressure's too much for them, and they need to change something up at the moment.
They have to find something. WCU showing early in this one that the physical game isn't going to be the answer that George Fox is looking for.
I haven't seen much demos from them yet, even though they all kind of a physical team, so I'd like to see some of them come out.
Oh, man, but I think that the big difference here is the confidence and the ability to steal nerves that this WCU squad has. I mean, for Bunla and for Thing, they get to work together on, like, they get to play together and compete together for both pole vault and in Rocket League. But the difference being that in pole vault, you still don't get to talk to your team when you need to.
Yeah.
So you have to steal your nerves individually, which in these high pressure situations is a great thing to be able to do. That might just be what's beating out George Fox right now.
I mean, yeah, I think they just need something. Like, I think someone needs to go to a more aggressive, like, get demos, get WCU out of the groove, because they just can't do anything at the moment.
And that's something that was found to be effective for George Fox against WCU Slate, which is how I know they can be a physical team when they need to be.
Or just left that up for Snowflake, but just didn't have enough power on it.
It was a teed up swing for the fences, and man, oh man, did Snowflake just nick the side of it. Not quite enough to get that goal.
Yep, and feels like the ball's been GFU's half for the past minute or so, and you need like a clear at least to get this ball out.
They need a hard cling at least, like at the bare minimum. They just need to send the ball flying, but they're looking to try and do a little bit too much with the ball, I would say, as the Mountaineers are currently in the lead 2-0 with a minute 20 left on the clock now. I've been stumbling over my words all night tonight, Noe, so I'm very glad to have someone here.
I mean, I always do it myself, so we can just do it together.
Always, I mean, misery loves company, and it helps out. But
Ooh.
Speaking of company, Sredna going to accompany that ball into the back of the net. Great aerial attack that just beat out Bunla.
Yeah, it's a good 50 just goes right under Bunla, and yeah, can't do much at all.
And that's the thing about 50s is they don't always go your way. But some nights it certainly feels like it.
Yeah, some nights.
I find it more often than not, though, that 50s tend to go not in my way.
It's hard. It's a hard thing to master, and it's sometimes random, which also isn't good.
I would say it's about 60% random and 40% skill for 50s.
Yeah, it feels like that.
Because you can position yourself perfectly, but because it's such a toss-up, it can go anywhere. But speaking of going anywhere, the Mountaineers are looking to try and find a way to get the ball out of their half. Great save from Thing on the back line, stealing his nerves once again and playing that confident game we've seen the Mountaineers do so far this season that's put them up 3-1 against this Division 6 group.
Yeah, and GFU has some good pressure there, but they need something because you can't win when you're down one goal.
Yeah, and WCU looking to just find ways to stall out the time because there's 15 seconds left. And now they're just going to throw the ball downfield. Big Shrig has to come up with something big here, but with 18 boost, he can't do much. And now WCU is going to keep this pressure in that GFU corner, so aside from something miraculous, I think WCU will be on the brink of winning this series in 3. They win this one 2-1. We're right there, folks. WCU could just about secure their playoff attendance this semester.
Also, there's no way you can turn off in-game music, because apparently that's a complaint.
We can turn down the in-game music quite a bit. So hopefully it's just barely in the background there. Let's go to audio. We'll see if we can do it before the game starts.
Is music playlist or gameplays? Maybe these two ones. Yeah.
We'll turn down the gameplay music. There we go. So now music won't play during the game, but it will play here in the menu as background noise. But 2-1 in that game 2, so WCU on the verge of winning this one. Got to see what George Fox does here to come out of the gates swinging. They need something, and they need it fast.
I mean, yeah, they definitely had momentum at the end of the game. Had some good opportunities, but they just needed throughout the whole game. being down 2-0 for the first 4 minutes ain't going to win you games most of the time.
I mean, I would say being down 2-0 won't win you games pretty much any of the time. You have to find a way to get out of the gate early and get a goal and put yourself in a winning position, as we almost see, and we do see there from George Fox. I thought that was going to be just all Sredna for a moment.
I mean, yeah, he almost had to get a flip set though. Tap would have been sick, but it led to a good pass anyway, and a strong start from GFU.
That's exactly what you want to see from George Fox, but as a Mountaineer, you don't want that to happen. You've had the lead, you've held the lead pretty much all series from minute 1, so you got to make sure you answer quickly and get yourself back in this game. Something that I do like from this Mountaineer team is Bunla knowing he's confident enough to play without boost, so he'd rather his teammates get it, as we almost see a Rule 1 coming from, I think it was Shrigg and Sredna.
Team Rule 1 is probably one of the worst things, especially if you break it, but that's bad.
Yeah.
Oh, just barely missing from Snorlax guy.
And another miss there on the follow-up. Big center from Snowflake, but no one there to follow up for the Mountaineers, and now it's thrown downfield. Good attacking opportunity for GFU, and they found that momentum shift, and they're going to try and keep to it, showing why they are currently 2-2 in this series. And I think their 2 losses come from both New Mexico State and from University of Alaska Anchorage. Big save from Snorlax guy, goal line right there.
That's some good shot placement, I think. Just better defense by GFU.
It has to be the Mountaineers here, though. Thing going to take his time, but he gets beat by what I only just now realized after having played these guys for 3 years is just the name Anders backwards for Sredna.
Oh, that's sick.
I just realized that. That's honestly such a great in-game name. Yeah. Oh, and Bumla missing that flip. But Snorlax guy with a chance, but Thing gets there in time to block it high for the Mountaineers.
Yeah, it seems like WCU has been kind of struggling now. The GFU has been more aggressive as of late and trying to figure out how to beat that. Yeah,
I don't know what the Mountaineers can do here, but they need to figure something out, and that's the beauty of having 2 others to communicate with. But it's going to be... Oh, I thought that Sredna was going to certainly get a goal there, but he just misses. And now it's a 50 from Bundla again! That's the 3rd one this series that's gone in his favor straight into the back of the net.
I mean, it's just his day with 50s by now. I mean, 50 and Big Shrigg was not expecting that one at all.
Sorry, let me clarify. That's the 3rd 50 that's gone into the opposing team's net, and the 4th that's gone into a net from Bunla.
Yeah, Bunla's been on the Steven end on
one of them.
Yeah.
That was last game.
Yeah.
The 1 goal so far this series, or the 1 goal before Game 3 that came in favor of GFU was a 50 that went in, and Bunla was on the receiving end of it that time. But so far, he is the magic touch. So if you're WCU, you make sure that Bunla only takes the 50s in that offensive half, never in the defensive. Except for that one where he did get that defensive pinch downfield. Big save from Snowflake. He's been playing a lot of defense for this Mountaineer Crimson crew, and it's been showing.
I mean, I feel like he's been kind of a very consistent player over the last few series. When I watch him, he's just always being in position, getting good saves, and getting key goals for his team.
Well, the Mountaineers have found their groove together. They looked very panicked against this Division 6 group in their series against Montana. But it doesn't seem to matter tonight as Thing and Snowflake find a way to work together, and they put themselves up 2-1.
I think Thing's got a good 50 on 2 of them, and Snowflake's able to finish it off.
With yet another 50.
Yep.
It is just 50s. It is WCU calling heads every time, and right now it's working on those coin flips.
Yeah, I feel like a 3-out sweep on the 5th seed, I think, would be a pretty big statement going into the future weeks.
They're the 4th seed. GFU is currently in 4th. They're looking to try and find a way to put themselves into 3rd. And it's going to start to happen like that if you can keep that momentum rolling, as Big Shrigg takes that one by himself to tie this game up.
It was a little sketchy. I felt like he might have missed it.
Yeah, that definitely looks like it should have hit the post, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But Big Shrigg did get the goal, so 2-2, minute 43 left on the clock. Game 3 in this best of 5.
Yeah, solid kickoff from Bunla. Another 50 moment.
And we'll see what happens here. Thing had a chance to beat, but he doesn't. Snowflake does take that from Bunla.
Yeah, there's a little miscommunication, I feel
well,
like.
no, Bunla was actually going backwards, so that was the correct play in every circumstance. Bunla had the defensive momentum, and Snowflake had the attacking. And Bunla with the attacking now throws it towards net, but Big Shrig in the back clears it wide.
This has been a bunch of back and forth this game.
Ooh, Big Shrig goes for the defensive bump on that last man. Didn't find it. Sredna missing that bump onto Snowflake. Snowflake just dodging everything he can. It's a double fake from Bunla. He's trying to block it so Thing can get a shot, but Thing wasn't quite there in time.
That's a crazy double fake, especially when they both had full boost.
Yeah.
You should not be doing that.
It worked out, though. It is just Bunla's night to lose at this point. As he looks for the pass to maybe Thing or Snowflake there. Thing gets a chip shot. I was hoping we would see a floater. It's always fun when you see those floaters just sneak in just underneath the crossbar, especially when it's in your favor.
It looks like GFU is running low on boost right now. And that's a big clear from Big Shrig right there.
They're most definitely low on boost, but now they're starting to regain it. WCU is consistently sitting around that 30 to 100 mark. They're making sure they're not going to overburn, but Thing does there. And now it's a double commit from the Mountaineers with Bunla and Thing. So big chance for GFU as WCU is low on boost and they're slightly out of position.
I'm surprised that GFU didn't send it all right there. It was just 10 seconds left and WCU was awkward.
Well, Thing was going to just farm out that big 100 pad. It's a demo in the backfield. Thing stalls high. Bunla's going to go up, get the clear. Thing now. This could be over before overtime, but no, we will be in Game 3 overtime. All the pressure is on both of these teams. WCU looking to try and find a way to secure the playoffs for themselves, or at least secure a great chance at it. And GFU looking to find a way to climb into the playoffs.
Yep, and there's a little wacky stuff from WCU. I think that's off.
It was going to go in, but a great save from Bunla clears it wide, and now the Mountaineers have a good chance to put the pressure back onto George Fox, get it out of their half, and get it towards the opposing net.
And yeah, just you want to pressure most of the time in overtime. It gets really scary on defense sometimes when there's
and just
mistakes
throwing it away is sometimes just the best option.
Yeah.
Clear it downfield. Snorlax going for what could have been just an accelerating redirect, but he doesn't get it. Bunla off the ceiling with the shot. It's stalled by Big Shrig. Thing's up. Can he put it away? No, he misses. It's a miss from Thing that could have been the series decider.
He definitely reacted to that one.
Oh, I'm sure he got upset about that. You cannot be too happy about missing what was a surefire goal.
I mean, is this a chance for WCU to close it out later? No worries.
Oh my gosh, and we almost see it there, but Sredna gets a beautiful redirect off the hood of his car. The Dominus hitbox is definitely an interesting choice. You don't see that much nowadays.
Nah, I don't think it's that good at 50s, and it's just inconsistent most of the time, so it's odd pick, definitely.
Well, I think that the benefit to using the Octane is this slightly smaller hitbox in the front, but it's bigger where in pretty much every other aspect.
It's like a Tolo one in the
It's a very tall box, which allows you to get some of those higher little chips. And it's a great clear down. Could that be? Oh, no, it was just off target. I was hoping that was going to be an upper 90 field length clear.
And yeah, those are always good to get.
Oh, great challenge there from Thing and Snowflake. But
someone needs to go up for this.
Could have been a double touch there from GFU, but just missing. Sredna with the shot, just missing.
And Big Shrig with the shot, just missing.
I mean, earlier we saw someone hit every post in your guys' series, and now we're seeing them hit everywhere but the net on this offensive pressure that's just been incessant for the past 45 seconds.
Yeah, WCU just needs to get it clear, and they have enough boost to do it.
They got a decent enough one there to stall for time. Now Think it's a redirect over Sredna, but it's cleared back down, so the offensive pressure from GFU continues.
And Big Shrig just can't close it out right now with his shots. It's just a little bit too high every time.
Yeah, and now it's a battle of the zero boost. Though Sredna gets the 100 there. It's cleared off the corner. It's going to be a center if Snowflake can't get a touch on it, but he does to stall it to Bunla. 50 from Snorlax, but it's just high.
Yeah, they're just hitting the top crossbar every single time.
The luck is just not in favor of George Fox tonight.
And
a lot of 50s.
Double tap.
Oh, not quite, but it's a good shot here, but a better save from Snowflake. You could see WCU panicking for just a moment there.
I feel like the last 2 minutes have just been WCU on the defensive end.
That's pretty much all it's been. Smart play from Bunla to just force the challenge coming from GFU.
Good speed by Snowflake.
Oh, and again.
Hey,
Oh my
we
goodness.
We take those.
We take it, but that's such a harsh way to end what was a great overtime. An own goal ceiling spike off of Snorlax.
Didn't that happen in all overtime?
Yes, that did.
Yep. Classic.
But that'll do it tonight. WCU will climb to 4-1.
That's
GFU is going to fall to 2-3. So GFU has to climb a long way to get into playoff contention. WCU has very little left to do in this season. We'll see what happens tomorrow night when they take on the first seed University of Alaska Anchorage. But for tonight, my name's Sparky.
And I'm Noe.
Thanks for tuning in. Catch you next time.